Hi, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your monthly read for November. I'm welcoming November because I felt that in October has really been a trying month energetically. Maybe you feel the same. It has really sort of put things on edge, if you will, come to the point, if you will. Things are coming up like from underneath, up to the surface. And even though, yeah, it's a lot of things going on maybe outside as well, I'm not too focused on that, but I just really feel that there's a element of strong energies coming to this planet as we speak, and that can be a little bit challenging. I know for a fact, for myself, I've been feeling really like fatigue at times, like having days where I'm not sick, but it's like I'm just so drained. I'm so tired. Obviously, if you're up to par with these energies, you could be like Duracellkanin, I would say in Swedish, like non-stop, like really energized, really fired up, things really moving ahead for you. So depending where you're at on that scale, I feel like November is a really welcomed month where we can integrate, we can relax a little bit more. So hopefully you feel the same. Before we start, I also want to say that I now offer personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading with me, please check that out in the description box. Send me a message. Taurus, for the month of November. All of November, because it's an 11 month, it's a portal month. So it's an opportunity to step through to something new. Choose something new. What do we have for Taurus here, please? Thank you. We're going to start with an underlying current. Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. That is so gorgeous. I just feel like perhaps for someone that you're trying out astral travel, astral projection, visiting other dimensions. It can even be like remote viewing and things like that, but like you're really testing the waters, you're really testing new things in your life here. Obviously that's going to not be for everyone, but for someone that's really interesting for you right now, like a passion of yours almost. This is the undercurrent. This is the underlying energy that is going on for you in the month of November, and that is not a bad that is not a bad energy to have, like an undercurrent. So if there's anything that you have felt like during the month of September, October, leading up to November, it might be that like things have come up to the surface, things have we're shining a light on certain things, maybe certain things that doesn't look that pleasant, or you need a solution for, you need a result for, maybe even a little bit rushed because you feel like, well, this needs to take place now or is not going to look good. To expect a miracle, like in November, to have that sort of fall into place. And that is really beautiful energy to have like underneath everything. So what do we have for Taurus here, please? As we go deeper, we're just going to go clearer and deeper into the message. What do you have for Taurus, please, for the month of November? Flip it and come out. First part out is time to go. It's time to go. It's time to leave something behind and move forward. 4 or 5 there, 45 adds up to number 9. But 4 is a heart matter. It's laying a new foundation, laying a new foundation. And number 5 is overcoming obstacles and a great opportunity for change. And 45 is a 9. So because it's time to go, it's the time to go card. It's talking about endings, coming to an end. Let's see what else here. And soulmates, beautiful. Someone might meet their divine counterpart, or it might be a soul tribe friend. It might be like the person of your dreams you've been waiting on to meet for your business. It can be literally like it's just a really profound relationship in your life. We're gonna go deeper into that. Can we clarify these energies, please? For Taurus, That card was, it was going to come out, but it sort of, I don't know, did a little, the Lovers. The Lovers, we want to have the Lovers on the Soulmate, and we want to have 3 of Gabriel and Ace of Gabriel on Time to Go. So, interesting. We have 3 of Gabriel, which is the ship is coming in, your bags are packed, you're ready to go. Like the song. You're really ready to go. And we have Ace of Gabriel, which is a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, the sense of wonder. Coming into, this is very much like my Empress, like having a clear vision of the future, knowing what you want, taking action on it, really moving forward. And then, like I said, the Lovers that is sitting on top of your soulmates. I'm gonna have like just a couple more cards come out here before we really get into the message. Is there anything you want to add to this message here, please, for Taurus for the month of November? Excuse me. November 2022. Can you believe it? Okay. And we have firm foundation and emotional loss. Giving something back to the light there. Feels like a little bit of a side note here, so I'm going to put these to the side here a little bit. And we're just going to revisit here now. Time to Go. I'm going to read that out of the book, 45. 45, 25, 32, 43, and 44, 45. Time to go. And it's like she's running and she's stirring up like all these. Do you see that there's it's like stardust or dust, or like she's stirring up things as she's running. There's a lot of stars behind her there as well. Like it just feels like it's a really beautiful, it's time to go. It's just really time. It can also be like it's time to move, like it's time to just move forward. Okay. So we have endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. And then we have the Oracle's message here. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in a transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So if we just pause there for a moment. Change is just, we keep repeating that it's never easy. So maybe that's why it's just never easy, because we keep repeating, saying it's just never easy. But staying in your comfort zone and I'm not one for pushing your comfort zone. Like we hear this, like, you need to get outside of your comfort zone, but you can expand feeling comfort, It sounds like you should do something that you're uncomfortable with, because it's like, it's a change, it's a shift. But if you look at it as I'm just going to expand my box. I'm going to expand my box of knowing, of wisdom, of just experience overall. You're just going to expand that box, and it's okay to feel comfortable the entire way. But what feels important here is that if you're in the situation right now, Taurus, that it has just outgrown its date, like it has just outgrown, and I'm thinking of like one of my sisters is a Taurus. I'm thinking of her right now as a situation where they're actually like in a house and they've rented this house for over 2 years now. And they've come to this crossroads whether to actually buy this house, like move on to buy this house, or let it go altogether and move to somewhere completely different. And there's something like the place that they're in, renting the place that they're in, that thing itself has just come to a halt. It has just come to an end. There's nothing more to sort of expand out of that situation. There's nothing more to learn from that or like grow from that situation, if that makes sense. So it can be literally anything. If this is a relationship that you're in, because we see lovers and we see soulmates coming in here, that there's a shift there for you, that there's a relationship perhaps that you're in, whether it's a friendship, a romantic partnership, a business partner, even a family member. If you feel like you're at this place where, you know, you're showing up because you used to. Is that really something to base a relationship on? We're going to continue to see each other because that's what we did. That's what we've done, okay? Well, maybe you want to try to rethink that a little bit, because there's something that has really outgrown. It has outgrown its purpose. There's no more information to be exchanged here. And you probably feel this, and it can be a little bit scary to make this shift or make this change as you've grown accustomed to the situation that you're in. So that's why I'm saying, don't put yourself outside where it feels uncomfortable, but just have the feeling of, okay, I'm just going to expand my box. I'm going to expand my box. And if leaving the relationship that I'm in, whether that is a friendship, a romantic partnership, business partner, a job, or, you know, just anything that you're in that doesn't serve you anymore, and it doesn't serve them either, think of perhaps moving forward. Relationship message. It's over. The relationship is over. It's over, or at the very least, the form of the relationship is no longer or of service to you or the other person. Exactly what we just said. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign. I don't know if I agree with that little saying there, but anyway, endings are always a sign of new beginnings. And we see that on the table. There's new beginnings here for sure. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Prosperity message states, this message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finished your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than any you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another one opens. So it is it is the unknown. It is the not knowing, you know. But I love this analogy of like when you're sitting in your car. You probably have heard me said this. I've said this before. But you're sitting in your car, and maybe you're driving at night, and so it's really, really dark outside. It's pitch black, and the only thing that lights up the path before you, the road ahead of you, is your lights coming from your car. And not one single time, probably, you've stopped because you don't know, because you know the lights from the car will only reach so far. So they will reach as far as they will reach, and behind that, there's darkness. And because you can only see so far, you've never stopped the car saying, well, I'm not going to move forward now. I'm not going to continue to drive because I don't see what's on the other side of that light. No, you trust that as you move forward, the path or the road will continue to light up, right? So there's something here in like really trusting your path right now and trusting that, you know, whatever you're in, it has come to a conclusion. Like there's no more growth here. A job situation, a pattern that you've had, like maybe even something like you feel like, I've done this for such a long time now and I just don't get any different results. I might shift the way that I'm doing things here. And so there's something saying like there's a completion. Like it says, doesn't mean there's, usually when there's destruction usually comes from when there's been a completion for a while. You probably felt the completion. You felt like I'm done here, but I've been with them for such a long time. We have a house together. We have children together. We have people thinking we should stay together. Or this is a job that I've come to really like be fond of this place, and maybe have beautiful coworkers, maybe have like, but just it's just not elevating you. It's just no more passion there. There's no more growth, you know? And you have that voice from within for a while. I'm not talking 2 days here. I'm talking a couple of months and sometimes even years. You have that voice from within saying, we need to move on. Like you're not supposed to be here anymore, whatever situation that is. And so usually destruction happens when the completion is made, the information is exchanged, and there's no more information to be exchanged. You feel like it's probably time to go, but you don't. So then comes the breakdown path. Then comes the, okay, she or he, like Taurus is not going to leave. Let's push them out, or let's force them out. And how easy is it to leave a relationship if the person that you're with is quite the douchebag? Or how easy is it to leave a relationship with a person who's just so gorgeous in every single sense, in every single way, and you're just supposed to leave because it feels like it? You know? So sometimes a lot of people chooses the breakdown path. But Taurus, you've had a couple of indications now that it's time to move, and here is another one in this reading. If you're drawn to this reading, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is another sign that, okay, it's time to move forward. It's time to let go. It's a completion here. And the thing is, you're ready for the next level. You're ready for whatever, like come what may. You're ready, even like it said in the book, you might even be in limbo for a bit, or like you might even be in the unknown. And even though you're in this transition period, like maybe you leave a job and you don't have the other one all set up, there's a transition period, or and I hope like, okay, never mind. Obviously, do whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel safe and secure. If it just causes you so much worry to just walk away from a job even though you don't have another one, by all means keep your job so that you get the money for your rent or whatever. I just want to show you that the energy here is really, really stating you are so ready for the next level. And it tends to be the fact that when you're ready for the next level, it's like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When you're ready for the next for the next job, for the next relationship, for the next friendship, for the next idea, it comes. And you're ready. The ship is coming in. You have packed your bags. You're ready to go on that journey. And this Ace of Gabriel is also very much saying like, You're in your right element. You're in balance. You're passionate about moving forward. Really. You can do this, Taurus. And then we have the soulmates and the lovers coming out, and I just adore this. So for someone, the lovers could also talk about a choice. Like you have a different, well, maybe not different, but like a decision to make. So if this is like you are in a relationship again, it's like it's time to go. But I just feel like this is more talking about whether, like, when we're already out of the relationship. If this is you looking for a divine counterpart, this is you looking for a romantic partnership. If this is you, like so ready to have your soul tribe friends just show up, like your soul tribe family, manifesting in your life, this is it. I don't feel so much the decision or the choice here. If it is a choice, it's rather like more towards this. Like the choice is like, I should leave the past. I should leave the situation that or it should stay in the past. Like you should leave the situation that you're in so that can be the past. And you can move forward to your present moment of what's being presented here. But for the most part, I feel like for Taurus, this is new. This is new energy coming in. This is a lover coming in. For the majority of you, this is the divine counterpart you've been waiting on. And they're really your person. We have 41 there. That is interesting because that number 14 is a new beginning for the heart, a new opportunity for the heart. And 41 is usually the mirror number of 14. And so I just feel like you're so, like, whatever is in your heart, and obviously always, whatever is in your heart is being reflected out. Whatever is in your heart is going to be a mirror back to you. I just feel like with this soulmates and with the lovers coming out there, 6 is love and harmony. What you're mirroring out, right? What you're mirroring, that was a tough word, out to the universe right now is really that you're ready for this new beginning for the heart. You're ready for this. You're ready to feel love, real love. Wait a minute. Mailman. So yeah, it just really looks so gorgeous. If this is, leaving a situation behind, if this is a relationship situation, you're so ready to get out there and find something new that is just so much more in alignment with where you're at. And some people might even think that it's a quick change for you. That is, okay, so if you leave a relationship physically, doesn't mean that you left them energetically this at the same time. And anyway, what does it matter what other people think? But if people have like an idea that, wow, that moved quickly, or even you had the idea that this is moving quickly, you leave this one relationship only to find this other one really, really fast. This is a message for the month of November. And like I said, you could have been done with a relationship that you're in for such a long time. You just know that it's over. It has been over energetically. You just sort of needed to do the practical stuff, like move yourself out of there physically. And so meeting this new person energetically, it's not a fast move. Like, don't be so hard on yourself, and don't listen to other people if they're hard on you. Again, if this is not a relationship, everything points to that it is, but it's a general read. So this can also be that if you're leaving a job or leaving a business situation and you're like, oh, am I crazy to leave this situation? Because it's like, it's paying well. It's like, all the chores, I don't know if you call it, but everything you're supposed to do at this job. It doesn't give you any oomph. It doesn't give you any passion or any growth. If you're afraid, am I ever going to find another job? Yes. You're going to come in with an aligning job, the business or the career that you're seeking that is so much more in alignment with who you have become. And then we have this little firm foundation and emotional loss. It makes so much more sense to me now as I've gone through the reading. I thought this was a little bit of a side note. It can still be a little bit of a side note, but it sort of really ties into the message. This is number 4 there. It's a heart matter, and you're laying a new foundation for yourself. You're perhaps not beginning again, but this time letting go, moving forward, saying goodbye to what doesn't serve you anymore, and you're like laying a new foundation for yourself. And I feel like you're really excited and really eager to get to this new. If this is letting go of a house, you might not, like I said about my sister, like you might not even know if you're supposed to let go of the house or the way that you like. Well, it's one thing to rent a house, and it's a completely different thing to buy the house. Like what responsibility that comes with that. Like now everything's on you. But to take a risk here, like whatever, we've exhausted everything in the now situation. It's time for the next. And I feel like you're just really, really eager. If you're not eager at this very moment, you will become eager. You will become passionate about this next step. Emotional loss. So this makes sense to me now. So what I'm getting through this reading is that, yes, because Taurus, some of you guys might have actually just really, you might be really good at, no, I feel like I don't have to run it down like into the ground, or like I don't have to destroy this marriage or destroy my job or like come into this destructive place in order for me to like leave it. You could have really like, okay, I'm seeing things here, like I'm not supposed to stay in this situation anymore, and it's time for something new. And even though it's time for something new, you know it's time for something new, you know it's like the position that you're in, it's not beneficial anymore. Even with all that knowledge, you know, it is going to be some sort of saying goodbye. Either if it's like a long-term relationship and maybe you have children together, if this is a job you really like, you were there for forever, and like making this change, there is a sense of like, maybe not like you're losing something, but like give yourself a moment to grieve. Because you're grieving doesn't mean you should stay there, but it means that you're letting go of just the fact that you're changing, and just the fact that you're not going to do this exact same thing anymore. Just, I don't know if this is the crappiest analogy, but just watching a series, and I guess you sort of don't have to let it go, because when it ends, it ends. But when it ends, you might have loved the series that you watched, like on Netflix or whatever, like even a mini series. But if you invested, like I can sort of really invest in certain series, and you watch like episode after episode, and when it comes to an end, so you actually have loved everything. You probably could have squeezed a couple of more episodes in there if you had your way. It is coming to an end, and you know it's coming to an end. I know, like this, I watched it, I invested in it, but we have now reached the end of this, and it's time to move on. There's still going to be like, it's a little bit like heartbreaking to like, let go of that. But just look at this. It's just so beautiful, and how it sort of transforms it back into the light. You can even look at it like there's new light coming in, transforming into your heart. And I love this is like a big seashell, which is all about paying attention, listening, putting your ear to the ground, and really, really pay attention to what you're hearing right now. And there's another number 5 there. So it's a great opportunity for change here. Great opportunity for change. Remember, expecting miracles. It's underneath it all. We're just going to have some final message here for you to just close down the reading. Final message. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing stagnant or nothing like, you're not going to be in limbo for long, if there even is. This might even be you have even been offered the new job. You even have met the new person. You even see this new, like this transformation. It's so fertile where you're going. It's really, really fertile where you're going. You're not dropping one thing because there's nothing else out there. Like it said in the book, when one door closes, another one opens. Trust your gut feeling on this one and just follow that intuition, okay? That's what I have for you for the month of November, Taurus. I hope this is uplifting, inspirational, and helpful. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, send me a message and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much, guys.